Man, feels good to be a Lions fan, right? We've been there from the dirt. I deserve every blessing I receive. I'm from the dirt. Popular song lyric. Y'all probably don't know about that song, man. That song right there, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I'm just not. But it's a song that I hold near and dear to me. Back in the day, I was struggling. I deserve every blessing I receive. I'm from the dirt. The Lions fans are from the dirt, bruh. We are the first team in the NFL, in NFL history, to lose 14 games. We're not talking about the 70-something 16 games. We're not talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from back in the day. We talking about 16 games, which, believe it or not, 16 games started in 1978. I think it was the year before I was born. And it ran through for like 40 years, 40 plus years. It was a 16-game season. Now they're saying that the NFL might go to 18 games in the regular season in this collective bargaining agreement. Why am I talking about the history? Why am I talking about from the dirt? Because the Lions, 2 years ago, we started 1-6, made a push. We needed help to get into the playoffs. Last year, pretty much was doing our thing, had a chance at the number 1 seed. We know what happened there. Wind up getting in the playoffs. It was certain, winning the division for the first time, hosting a playoff game at Ford Field, all of that stuff, right? This time, the Lions have an opportunity to do something they've never done, which is have the first seed, which guarantees a bye week and 2 games before you get to the Super Bowl, and those 2 games are played in Ford Field. With that being said, the ESPN NFL playoff machine releases every single week 11. So Wednesday starts a new league year. It's out. If you Google it, it'll still say 2023 playoff machine until they update it. But it's out. It drops every week 11, the week it starts, which is Wednesday. All right. Somebody put in the comment section that if the Detroit Lions win their next 3 games and the San Francisco 49ers lose 1, then the Lions will clinch a playoff berth. I did the math. I don't know if that's true, so I'm going to need your help. And if you're watching this in video form, then put it in the comments below. We'll try and figure it out in real time. Here is the NFL playoff machine. I love this thing. I've been using this for 6 years. I was using this before Lion Syndicate was still a thing, when I was a wee lad starting off on YouTube. Long time ago, which was 5 years ago. But in internet terms, 5 years is like 50. It's insane. You go through a lot of friends too. It's insane. On YouTube, that is. So here is the playoff machine. And as you can see, the Detroit Lions are in the first seed with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's what I think the Super Bowl is going to be. I think it's going to be these 2 people and these 2 teams, and that's going to be outstanding. All right, so I'm going to go through as quick as I can. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win. All right, I think the Commanders, we need the Commanders to win. They will be on the road, but we need them to win. That game will happen tomorrow night, Thursday, the 14th. I'm also going to I'm not going to announce this because it'll take too long, so I'm just going to run through this. I'm going to try to be non-biased. I do think, spoiler alert, the Lions are going to win the next 3 games. They're superior, and I'm done with trap games. I'm done with cowering. Nope. The Lions should beat this team. That's no doubt about it. So I'm going to run through these real quick. Let me see. Go through these. I don't think the Raiders win another game. That's just my opinion. As much as I hate to do this, don't worry, I'll give San Francisco a loss. And these are my actual teams that I would actually pick. Let's go to week 12, which is next week. I don't know if the Browns win another game either. I don't know if the Giants win another game. All right, week 13. So that's 2. Lions are 2-0. And so far, the 49ers are 2-0. Remember, if the Lions win the next 3 and the San Francisco 49ers lose at least 1, then that's what the comment said. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Jets are terrible. All right, this is the loss that I gave them. Ugh. Okay, we'll do, I think they win. We'll do this. All right, so that is what I was told. That puts the Detroit Lions at 11-1, okay? The San Francisco 49ers, if I did it just like this, if the games went just like this, they are currently out of the playoffs. All right. So what that would mean is that the Detroit Lions have 5 games left. Played 12, 11-1, 5 games left. The Green Bay Packers would be, if it goes like this, would be 8-4. But this is more about the San Francisco 49ers, right? So 8-4. So I don't see how they secure a playoff berth now. Because in order to secure a playoff berth, you cannot be lower than the 7th seed. Right now, if the Detroit Lions lost, if they lost 5 in a row, they would be 11-6. Green Bay, if they won 5 in a row, they would be 13-4, right? So this is why I don't know how you could do that there. So let me cut here real quick. So am I saying that right? You were using this when we were 1-10. Hey, Bucky, you remember that, bro? Yes, I was. What he's referring to in the chat, Bucky in the chat. The Lions were, oh my God. Let's go back. While y'all putting that in the comment section, let's go back to 2021. This is a true story. Shout out to you, Bucky. I forgot all about that. Back when the Lions were 0-10-1, all right? I was using the playoff machine. It was, check this out. It was a 1 in 800 billion chance that the Detroit Lions could make the playoffs at 0-10-1. They needed so many things to go right. How right did they need them to go? Listen, this is going to blow your mind. You had a bigger chance of getting struck by lightning twice. That's how the odds were. That's how great they were. I'm going to say that again. You had a better opportunity to be struck by lightning twice than for the Detroit Lions at 1 in 800 billion to make the playoffs back in 2021. It was possible, but it was like, it went whoosh, it was gone. Just like the next week, it was gone. But hey, I was also using this when the Lions were 1-6, and y'all was talking about me. Y'all was talking about me, man. It was funny watching y'all come on. And we got so far behind that we couldn't bring ourselves back. We had to rely on a different team. I was hoping they made it, man. It was crazy. Check this out. The Lions, had they made it to the playoffs back in 2022, after starting 1-6, they would have been the second team in NFL history since the 1970 Cincinnati Bengals. So isn't it kind of crazy that they had a chance to break that back 2 years ago, and this year with that win over the Houston Texans, they also broke a 1970 record. Okay, let me see. Adam with the dono says, Lions have head-to-head wins over Rams and Seahawks, but don't over Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay loses one more time and we get to 11-1, will clinch. Okay, so it's not the 49ers. So you're saying Tampa Bay. Okay, let's go back. So I'm going to keep it like this, and let's go back to, let's make Tampa Bay. So you're saying keep it like this, but we change a Tampa Bay. Okay, they're on their bye week this week. All right, so let me see. Who could they beat? Panthers any given Sunday. You know what? I'll say the Panthers beat them. It's a division game. I'll say the Panthers beat them. All right. So let's close that and let's see. Okay. Did I read that right? All right. So, but I still see the same thing. So let's see, how could this actually happen? Let me go back to Green Bay. Let me put Green Bay and let's see who could upset. This is a division game. Let's see 49ers. Okay, now we might be cooking. Right? Lions are 11-1, still got 5 games left, but even now we couldn't clinch, right? Because the Lions could still drop. They can still drop. So I think that we can't do it until week 14. That's what I think. Because we don't forget, we play the 49ers. So that could be an issue as well. We also play the Packers again. So I think it's week 14, but you guys can go and you can look in the Again, just type in ESPN playoff machine. It'll say 2023. It might be updated to 2024 by the time you look. Look, see what you can come up with. But the comment was, if the Detroit Lions win the next 3 games against our next 3 opponents and the San Francisco 49ers lose 1, the Detroit Lions can clinch the playoffs. That would be week 13. I don't think they can do it till 14. That's just my opinion, but let me know down below. That playoff spot, which means we cannot drop out of 7th, right? And then we're talking about the NFC North, and then we're talking about the NFC in totality. Let me know.